Hello all sword friends, so in today's edition I'm gonna do the unboxing of the newly created sword, which is custom made and commissioned by one of our sword friends, Daniel. If you know Swordier, you know we have been doing a lot of mass production sword, but today we wanted to do the custom sword we have been made so we can share those specifications, and also this sword is different. We rarely share the Chinese gem, and today is the day for us to share with you guys a gem which we have been designed and created and forged. Inspired by the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I guess you already know the name, but that's why I'm gonna do the unboxing here. Without further ado, the Sword of Destiny. The background story is Li Mubai has this sword for a long time, which he used it for causing a lot of problem because a lot of people are trying to fighting for the sword, because in their mindset when they have this sword they have the world, but the different tribe are trying to against each other to win the title and also win their status in those ancient world. Basically the sword now you're looking at, it's 100% reproduction from the movie, and also the sword scabbard. I want to start from the scabbard because the scabbard is made of ebony wood. Look, if you know the Buddhism, you know especially in ancient China, will be influenced by the Buddhism. From the Buddhism perspective, ebony wood can ward off evil spirit. That's why during that time, lots of people, especially the one who holding the sword, using the ebony wood to ward off the evil spirit, to have those auspicious embodiment to the sword as well. So when we design it, the scabbard, the hilt is made of ebony wood, and plus we use those dragon themed on the sword as well, because according to the original movie it had 100 dragons on the blade, on the sword, and now what you see here is basically all dragon themed. You don't find this very odd, especially a Chinese gem, because dragon means power, authority, and also the top notch. Let's talk about the fitting and the mountings. The pommel here as the counterweight is made of brass, and also the guard is made of brass as well. The fittings white copper, and also you will see those pure silver color on the scabbard as well. Of course, to make it original to the movie, it's painted in green, and also you will see this silver dragon head on each side of it, so make it like a really beautiful classic. To be honest, Li Mubai is really like a gentleman. Like you don't see him like very formidable or ferocious, or picture him as like a really strong man. Very like a really gentleman, just like the sword he's holding. We always see the sword you're bearing actually is the embodiment of yourself as well. Since it's a gem, we definitely gonna use a pattern welded, like I folded multiple times with thousands of layers to create those beautiful patterns on the blade surface. If you take a closer look at it. Now, what makes this special is all those hand carvings on the blade. Especially you have to make those green colors hand by hand. It takes like 2 weeks to finish all of the process here to make sure it just look like the original sword on the movie with those dragon themed, hundreds of dragons on the blade surface. Look, it's not stickers right there. It's actually, you can use your hand to feel it with those carvings on the blade surface, basically cover the whole blade of it. So it's a Chinese gem, and of course it's one-handed. This is really a basic knowledge for Chinese gem, and the length is 100 centimeters. Well, 100 is really a good number in Chinese philosophy as well. And the blade length is 77 centimeters. The hilt is only 11 centimeters. Like what I said, it's one-handed sword. Now, when you have it, you might find it a little bit difficult if you're not a martial arts practitioner. You might find it a little bit difficult to wield it or maneuver it because it's kind of heavy. Right now, even though it's one-handed sword, the weight of the sword now is 1,350 grams. If you compare to the European sword we have here, it's basically same weight as this two-handed European longsword. So basically it's kind of heavy. And if you take a closer look at the blade geometry, it's basically the diamond shape and also with a double edge, of course. This is the feature of the Chinese gem. And also the crossguard here is kind of like really heavy because it's all made of brass, and the sword just fit in there very stably. You don't see all those hollow space, and it just fit there very perfectly. So this is the design feature of the sword. If you know Chinese gem, you know Chinese gem is more for thrusting, less for the cuttings, and that's why we designed the sword. The thickness of this blade is already 7.5 millimeter. The thickness, I know it's kind of like really thick, right? And it's not distapered very much, even though near the tip right here it's 4.5 millimeter. Wow, I guess now you know it's not a very distal tapered very much, and it's definitely designed for the thrusting purposes. If you watch all those movie trailers, you will see all those moves and also the techniques that they are using it, especially when they're fighting each other, sparring each other. They use a lot of thrustings, and the blade itself sometimes more for the defending purposes as well. So if you are a Chinese culture lover and also you are digging into all those Chinese movies, especially those martial arts movies, this is definitely a really good choice for the sword lovers, especially Chinese gem sword lovers. Hopefully you will enjoy watching this, and feel free to leave your comment, and also you are more than welcome to place those custom orders from us. We can definitely make it for you. Alright everybody, that's pretty much everything about it. Hope you guys love it, and stay tuned and stay sharp, my friend. Bye bye.